Okay, YouTube. Here it is, the Fieldpiece MR45. I'm going to call it the Mr. 45 recovery machine. I just got this in the mail. They just sent it over. Let's go over a couple things real quick. Super fast, 1 horsepower at 3,300 RPM. Rubber protection, abrasion resistant cylinders. Adjust for voltage drop. Micro channel condenser, self-purge. I like the self-purge feature. Lightweight, 22 pounds, smooth and quiet. Blue backlit LCD. Easy port access. Single routing knob and cord storage. This is the back of the box, and it shows you the unit if it was taken apart. You got your micro channel condenser, your compressor and motor, condenser fan motor, and your valves. That's what the inside looks like. It shows you the inside of the cylinders, power cord storage, your knob, and let's get into some specs here. Some of these things you guys will probably want to know. Of course, the weight, 22 pounds. Those are your dimensions, 14.8 inches by 9.8 inches by 13.5 inches. Okay, let's see. It has 11mm mesh screen that's stainless on your inlet port. Max current draw, this is important, 12 amps, okay, AC. Your power source, you can go down to 95 volts and up to 130 volts at 60 hertz. It has a DC motor that's 1 horsepower, variable smart speed. The compressor is twin cylinder reciprocating and it's oilless. Your final recovery vacuum is 14.9 inches. This is important. The high pressure shutoff is at 558 psig normal. Okay, so next let's get this thing opened up and check it out. Okay, when you open it up, it looks like we got some spare inlet screens right here. See the mesh screens? So they do provide you with some spares and some O-rings for that. Spare inlet filter screens. Don't lose those, you're gonna need them. Now I'm gonna put a filter dryer on my recovery unit. I always have. You'll see on my old recovery unit back there. Let's zoom in. I always had a filter dryer on there. See the little black filter dryer? And I'm gonna put one on this unit as well. So here it is inside here. Let's get her opened up. Okay, when you get it out of the box, it's wrapped in plastic. You'll get a nice owner operator manual here. We can take a look at that in just a second, and we'll get the packaging off our recovery machine. Okay, and this is what it looks like in the flesh. First thing I noticed right off the bat, it is nice and light. It is absolutely rubberized like it says. This is your power cord, and your power cord holder is on the handle. The handle is fixed. And that's where your power cord snaps in. That's your screen. Control knob, feels great. And this is it, real simple. Inlet port, outlet port. And behind here you'll have your screens. Should be behind this one here. Let's get her opened up. Okay, so on your inlet, this will come off. There's your O-ring. So you get new O-rings with your inlet screen kit, and then there's the inlet screen. So you'll want to periodically check that to get it all cleaned up and changed out. I'm going to put a filter dryer on mine, so that should help it stay cleaner longer. I've always done that with my recovery machines. It does have operation instructions on one side panel to get you right through there, and we'll go over this. And I got a job we can use it on today, so let's get out there and give this thing a workout. Okay, so in the manual here, there's some good information. If you look at number 7 there, this is right from the printed Fieldpiece manual. Use a small dryer filter on the input port and change it often to protect machine from contaminated refrigerants. Self-purge after each use. No refrigerant should remain in the machine. So these are good tips. Oh, there was another one on here too. Do not use with hydrocarbons. On this page here is an overview of what the screen will display. Your input pressure, your output pressure, status icons and messages, and your 4 buttons. I'll go over this when I get the unit plugged in and working later. Okay, I thought I'd share this one with you. Dynamic pressure measurement. The Mr. 45 pressure readings are designed only for monitoring pressures. Do not use the Mr. 45 for diagnostic pressure measurements. If a system's pressure is stable, Mr. 45 pressure reading will be close to your other pressure gauges. If a system's pressure is changing, pressure measurements at different locations within that system will be different. For every 3 feet of 1/4 inch hose, the pressure may have a difference of approximately plus or minus 20 psig. So that's good information there. Mr. 45 self-test. Perform this test to ensure the high pressure cutoff and pump are operational. So you set the knob to recovery, open the in port to the air, connect the ball valve to the out port, close the ball valve, press the start to create pressure at the out port. Mr. 45 is working well if high pressure cutoff occurs at 550 psig within 45 seconds. Cutoff time can increase if a hose is placed in front of your ball valve. So you get a little self-test. You also want to purging Mr. 45. After every recovery, to pump the last bit of refrigerant out of Mr. 45 for longer life. So the instructions do show the different ways of doing recovery. So this is just your basic regular setup. It's how most of you guys do your units. Direct liquid vapor recovery. And then if you get on bigger units, it does show you units over 30 pounds, they want you to use the push-pull method. You can take a look at that right here. If you guys have never seen that before, there's a nice diagram in the instructions. And then it also shows here enhanced direct liquid recovery. This method reduces the vapor pressure in the cylinder for faster liquid recovery. Vapor recovery is slowed, however, because vapor is recovered only through the liquid port of the system. So it shows you another way to hook that up. Right there, I'll let you guys look at that for a sec. You do get some troubleshooting information in here. Let's turn the page and see what's next. I think is maintenance. Occasionally pump a teaspoon of mineral oil through the Mr. 45. That's good information. When the mesh screen filters becomes dirty and clogged, it means it's working to keep Mr. 45 working well. You need to clean or replace the screens often. And it goes over the limited warranty. Okay, here's a size comparison. That's my old, what was that one? The RG410. So you can see the size comparison. The weight difference is not going to come over on video, but man, the Fieldpiece Mr. 45, so much lighter than this recovery unit. You guys are really going to like that. So I put my filter dryer on there. That's what it looks like with the filter dryer on. That's what the old one looked like. So I'm going to go recover this makeup table in there. We'll see how fast it goes and check the whole thing out. Okay, so what do we got? Turbo Air, 9.2 ounces. Turn on my makeup table here. That's a little 2-door makeup. So let's go get this recovered. Okay, so I got the valves open. And this thing's supposed to hold 9.5 ounces. That's the back of the turbo air. And we'll see how fast it cranks that out of there. Let's see, we're at 10:56 a.m. Ready to talk. sounds like real world. I'll stand up and walk away from it. Took about a minute and a half to 2 minutes to get the zero for 9.5 ounces. So it stops itself and then it tells you, hey, I'm done. Very cool. Okay, now we're self-purging. I got the inlet closed. We're on our self-purge feature. Complete. So we're purged. That's off. Turn that to closed. Not bad. Not too shabby. And there we are. Took about 4 minutes total for 9.5 ounces. Not too bad. That's with the self-purge. Alright, so after using it, I really like how light it is. It's really lightweight. It seems to work fine. I'll try and get it on some bigger units, so stay tuned. I would recommend this recovery machine for sure. It's built well, it's rainproof, lightweight, easy to use, and that's the Fieldpiece MR45 or MR45 variable speed refrigerant recovery machine. If you need a recovery machine, check this unit out, purchase one, and I hope you enjoy it. It's they did a really good job on this, Fieldpiece did. And if you like it, check one out, and I hope you enjoy it.